Here we go, school bus for sale. It's a 1997 Amtran. It's a bus from Tennessee. It's out here in California now. It's in Santa Clarita, like about an hour north of LA. 45 minutes, something like that. It's a 33-foot bus, which is actually a really great length. It kind of sneaks into the national parks, and a lot of the campsites have length restrictions, so a lot of the time a 40-foot bus won't make it. But 32, 33 is right around that cutoff. So I've driven this thing across the country a couple times and never had any problems with length restrictions. Also makes it a little bit easier to drive than a full 40-foot bus. 11 windows, no power lift, no handicap access, pretty utilitarian, straightforward bus. It's got emergency exit in the back. Obviously it has been painted. California is one of those states where you can't drive a yellow school bus. I think that applies to probably more states than not. So it's paint job's not bad. It's not shiny, but it looks decent. You could always, you know, have it tricked out, or the paint's still holding up pretty well. Should we check out the tires? I'm just cutting in here quickly to show that the bus now has new tires all the way across the back. So fronts are 90%, probably more than that, and the backs are 100% Goodyear tires. That's just the back there is over $1,000 in new tires. And front tires are pretty new. I think they're probably at least like, I don't know, they're probably 90% tread. Those will be good for a while. All the windows and the glass are good. No cracks, no broken glass, no nothing. Right now registration is good till January 2017. That being said, I'm just about to send out the paperwork, so it will be good for another year. It'll be registered until January 2018. And I mean, actually, just having the California registration is a big plus for you buying the bus. As you may have read, getting a school bus kind of through all the red tape in California is a big pain in the ass. Most of the seats pulled, like you'll see, I guess it's kind of like this bus has been like lightly modified. I think there's 7 rows of seats pulled out, something like that. So 2 rows of seats in the front, and then 1 row in the back, and cabinetry down the sides. Pretty straightforward stuff, but you know, each of these is a nice storage space. This stuff, you know, took a couple days to put in, but if you wanted to strip it all out and start from scratch, you could probably get it out in a day as well. This is the only one that has anything in it, just a very minimal shore power setup. We'll probably, maybe I'll just cut in a little shot of the battery bay. The batteries outside, there are 2 bus batteries, and then there's 1 just car battery that's wired in there that via this switch on the side, you can either run your stereo and your laptops off of all 3 of the batteries, or just the marine battery, I called it. Yeah, you got a little meter, etc., stereo on and off. So very basic, but get you started at least. Same as in the back. There's 1 big cabinet back here. Pretty utilitarian, but these planks come out so you can load things in and out. We were using this as a band tour vehicle, and like, it worked out just right to be able to load the gear back here, shut these cabinets down, sleep a couple guys up here, sleep a couple more guys along the cabinets on the top. You can actually pretty comfortably get 6 people in here. And you know, we did probably 30,000 miles on the road, and it's pretty minimal, but it got the job done. Anyways, this is a great bus. Good length to look at for a full-blown conversion, or I don't know, a kayak team, whatever you want to, sky's the limit, whatever you want to do. 2 emergency exits that you can also just pop open and let some fresh air in. No air conditioning. Like I said, it's like a pretty stripped down basic bus, but I mean, in some ways that's kind of the good thing about it. All the electrical works. Nothing buggy with, you know, the heaters or anything. Everything just sort of like works as advertised. Front engine, a DT466, beautiful engine. especially this engine, I think is the last year that they were doing mechanical fuel injection. Probably a 96 engine and a 97 bus, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to work on, you know, if and when it does need to be worked on. This engine combined with the transmission in here is the MT643, is kind of the holy grail of engine transmission combos in a bus. Most buses of this time have the AT545 transmissions, which are, you know, kind of standard issue, work pretty well, but people complain they're a little light and they tend to die a little early. This MT643 is like, it's a little bit oversized for this bus, which is a very good thing. It means it's just gonna go and go and go and go and go. I was once told that you get these 466s to hit 1,000,000 miles if you treat them well. I can't guarantee that, but so far so good with this thing for me. Really not any signs of rust. You know, I can't really find any, to tell you the truth. It's a pretty clean bus. Air brakes, which I guess are a little trickier to get used to when you first start driving, but in the long run, you really feel like that's the way to go when you want to stop a school bus. Yeah, let's fire up the bus, take it for a little spin, you can watch it go.